Hi. I have with me my lovely fellow Threenuts, of course. And yep, you
Hi.
know,
I'm doing a peace sign,
in
but you can't see it.
oh right, yeah, in screen mode, not so much screen mode. Also,
Oh, hi.
it's all good. Oh, hi there, Anne. I mean, well, you know.
Yeah. That was great. Like the poker face was on point. So I'm just like, did Michael forget that it was me?
Oh, was it that good now?
A
Why,
little bit.
thank you.
A little bit. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm actually me under here.
No, you're not, Anne.
No.
Or should I say Kelly? Or, you know.
Nope, it's just me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Violet.
yeah. So, how are y'all doing there, phone nuts? Do tell.
I'm not a phone nut. I'm an actual nut.
Right?
Whatever.
I have a squeaky voice because I'm sick. That's why I'm in emoji or not emoji. Well, I am emoji form, avatar mode.
Yeah. Anne messaged me this morning. Send help. Don't feel good. See my phone nut. And I'm like, okay, cool. Figured I'd troll folk while I was at it because it's funny.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit sick, but I'm pretending that I'm not sick because I don't know, manifesting.
Yeah. Yeah. We were just saying a bit backstage. And I'm me. Hi.
Brown hat
Obviously.
version.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah. Hi, Eva. Sort of, I think. I'm bummed that I can't be here for this poet like you've never poeted before. Thank you, Eva. And Crystal's here. Hi, Crystal.
Double vision. Actually,
Yeah. Yeah.
this one.
Yeah. Nikki, hi. Also bummed because I have a migraine and have to miss the nutting. Okay, yeah. Also, Nikki, hi, sort of. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it's got Nikki too.
Oh, Nikki. And it looks like we've got a linky link here in the chat. Violet, would you like to elaborate?
Oh yeah, I made a link tree for the nostalgia train because I was tired of always having to type out all the links.
Woo!
It's especially helpful now, like when I have a survey going on for the book club. That I can just drop it into the link tree. So if you haven't done the survey for that I have up, it's for the picks for February and March. I've kind of switched up the style this for the next year, 2024.
Nice.
It's real fun stuff. You can go check it out. Fun
And
times.
did you want to take a sec and plug the book pick for this month?
Yes, I actually have this month we're doing Chronicle of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe with Veronica King, our own ink study, as the conductor. And for January, I've also already announced the book club pick, which is Wild Magic by Tamora Pierce, and Lynn will be the
Nice.
conductor for that pick.
Ooh, nice.
So
Nice. So all aboard for sure. Yeah, I'll be reading the Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe for this month total myself. And Kelly's here. Hi, Kelly. Indeed, indeed. Uh-oh. Crystal, do you feel a little bit called out by this here?
I mean, yeah, because I can't exactly do a very good Anne impression. So the second I started talking, the cat was out.
oh, I can. Fuck you, Michael.
So
Yeah. Well, you know, if you just say like you're old or something like that, I think you're already halfway to Anne land, you know.
fair enough.
At least the words are there, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Totally. And hi, Anna and Violet. This is for you with love from Anna.
That's nice.
And hi, Laura. How are you? Long time no see. Laura and I were hanging out at the Christmas market yesterday in the Distillery District in our very
Fun.
Toronto.
That's
Woot. So much fun. So much food and everything too, and stuff like that. Christmas shopping and all as well.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like crap today. Like, okay, I help. So you're stuck with me. Sorry.
Not so much. Not so much. Well, as per this, if you're watching now or later or whatever, Anne,
Mhm.
you know, we love you very much. ... Sort of. Look at this. Look at this here.
Sometimes you just gotta switch it up.
I think the answer to this would be me, yours truly, actually, there, Kelly or something. Violet, this is for you with love from Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly did not put her name, but it was quite obvious which one was Kelly.
Was it
Some
just a
people
very...
Some people like to put a troll version, you know, because I asked for people to put their names because I need to reach out if they volunteer to be the conductor. So people like to troll.
Okay.
Trolling is fun. Chaos.
Yeah, I feel like everyone in AuthorTube kind of trolls in their own way, or at least most people or something. You know, kind of like emphasis on the in their own way part. And some are like, it's more the mild version, some it's more the spicy version, I guess. Hi, Caitlin. Hashtag our very own international treasure, or something like that.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
And Heather's here. Hi,
Hi,
Heather.
Heather.
Hi.
It was Heather's birthday just yesterday, actually.
It was happy belated.
Do 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 do.
That sounded maybe a little bit like Anne there, if I may say. At least
Anne could never.
And Violet, this is for you with love from our very own honest farmer.
You'll never know. I could be smiling right now.
Right. And look at this here. So why don't we go ahead and get into a first sprint? I know it's still morning, in Eastern time, so we can let the peeps, kind of take a set and whatnot. And then we can get back and get into the stream. And so I was thinking that for this stream, we could write a poem together. And I'll share my screen. I've actually got my screen shared right now on my right side. And, I'll take the helm. But,
Crystal looks so excited about the poem.
But, you all can kind of like contribute and sort of pipe up as much as you want or don't want. You can really get involved if you like on the one end of the spectrum, or just kind of sit back and relax and watch and just have fun watching the thing get written. Anywhere on that spectrum, it's all up to you on screen and in chat also. So I just thought it'd be fun to do that. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan for the stream. But with that, why don't we, do talk amongst yourselves actually while I just get our timer up.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Violet.
I've been watching your Very, Very Christmas videos. Except, actually, I didn't watch the first one because you're like, spoiler for Baldur's Gate 3. And I was like, oh, I'm going to stop watching it now because I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't.
I
Oh,
thought
right.
about that too. I'm like, no one in the community is. Oh wait, Violet is. Oh shit. Oh no, what have I done? I thought
Yeah.
about editing that whole thing out. Like it's not big, but it is literally like the Act 3 stuff. So if you're not
Yeah,
in
so
it,
I'm not in Act 3 yet, so I was like, I
Yeah.
better not watch that.
watch it later. It's funny. It's big enough just to ruin Act 3, but not big enough to spoil the whole game.
But I watched the other one, the tier ranking.
Hello, review. Today's gonna be a tag once I get edited.
Whoop
Mm.
whoop.
Oh, yeah? Nice. Okie dokie then. So, sprint number 1. Good luck, all.
I'm not gonna help you, Anna. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna help you, Anna. I love you. Bye.
Yay, that's the end of our first sprint. How'd y'all do?
I finished. Well, not finished. I'm still editing, constantly editing this video for today's video.
Nice, nice.
I don't even know what I did. Just stared off into space.
Like outer space or like space? Are we talking
Pick
like
point in wall. Stare until dead.
like full? Like, do you have like a $25,000 telescope or something? And never mind. So I see you there, fellow Canuck.
Letting
No.
Crystal do all the gazes for me. I'm just like sitting here letting Crystal do it.
And now I know why Anne eats herself all of the time, and I may inquire about some sort of debt repayment for this day.
I am digging Vamptagonist though.
All right, I kind of wanted something like in the middle. I did so. I am the Vamptagonist today.
Yeah,
I
thought
think
that was
that's gonna
good.
stick actually. So yeah, I just kind of chilled and did a little this and that, and I got the last of my morning coffee also. So yeah, we had some lovely peeps pop in during the sprint. Just let me go up a bit in the chat.
Require blanket.
Yeah, JK's here. Hi, JK. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Woot. And also Lisa popped in. Hi, Lisa. What's up?
Seems to be going around today. I hope everybody feels better.
Yeah. Lisa. Yeah. So I think that's it. I do apologize if I've missed anyone. I don't think so. I see there's some chat going on in the chat. But
Excuse me.
yeah. Oh, look at this here. Hi,
Portia.
Portia.
Hello.
How are you? Look at this. Anna, this is for you with love from Portia. And Portia, this is for you with love from Anna. Yay. So yeah, I think, I put something in the chat. So if y'all would like, do please presently put your prompt words into the chat, and hit enter. And yeah, I'm excited to see what y'all come up with. And as the words roll in, I'm thinking the three of us on screen can kind of choose a prompt word to work with, and we will write a poem based off of it, live and everything, screen shared and all that jazz. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay, I already see them rolling in right now.
Well, do we need more than these two? Is that enough? Or how many did you want?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
It's your game.
Yeah.
The plan, I feel, has a major flaw in it today.
Well, I think these are two good words. I think they actually go together.
Okay. I agree. So we have here posted by Anna Bear and here by Portia Saturn. Yeah, I don't know. There could be more rolling in also though. So
Sorry. Oh, I forgot to mute myself for that big cough. My bad.
You're fine, love.
oh no. Not at all. Not at all. We could even just wait a few more seconds. I don't know. I don't know how many people are watching, but
Should tell you in the corner of your screen, or unless you're on the other screen.
Let's see. According to YouTube, it's 6.
that's what I'm seeing.
One of them is
also.
me.
Yeah, I'm watching also myself.
So 4.
So, do we want to use Bear and Saturn together?
Yeah, I think we should use both of them.
Okay. Okay, that could be quite difficult.
I think they go together perfectly.
Let's go ahead and do that. We'll use these two.
Exactly. Anna sees it.
Yeah,
Anna sees what I see.
I was just going to say that Ursa Major, Ursa Minor was what came to mind for me.
Exactly. It's a celestial theme.
So, yeah. Thanks.
Didn't I just
Anna
say
and
I was
Portia, and
staring into space?
But
exactly. Right. It's starting to come full circle. We're starting to see the arc, right? So why don't I go ahead and oh no, 40. Yeah, I will go ahead and share my thingy thing.
Don't share your thing, Michael. Keep that to yourself.
Road. You know, I'm going to. Okie dokie. So,
Oh my
is
gosh,
that
are we in Microsoft Word?
weird. I haven't touched Microsoft Word in a while.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do use Microsoft Word, but like not for actual writing.
No,
So-
I use it to compile shit.
Yeah. So, is this big enough type-wise? Can you all see just fine? Maybe if you'd like it bigger, totally, just say so, and I can make the arrangements no problem. Yeah. What would we like to call our poem then? So we're thinking Bear, we're thinking Saturn, we're thinking the constellations, right? We're thinking Ursa's major and minor,
I mean,
right?
I think we should call it staring into space, obviously.
Solid.
Okay.
That can just be the working title.
I actually like this this title though. And you know, because it's just an impromptu poem that's just going to be written over the course of the stream, I think we can go ahead, I say, and keep this as a title, you know.
So it could be like we're writing about, actually staring into space, like staring into, like just wasting time, but we could actually be using references to actual space.
Right. So what you're saying is on the surface of it, it's like staring into actual space, but in terms of the metaphor and the double meaning, it's like,
Yes.
it's like finding it difficult to be productive.
Yeah,
to
wasting
focus.
time and
All of that.
procrastination.
Stuff. Right. Okay. I like that. How are you feeling about that, Crystal?
Yeah. It's out of my wheelhouse, y'all.
Procrastination?
Poems.
We've got some good old Chaos Queen,
Because procrastination is kind of my
tugging
thing.
going on and everything. But okay, so what about a first line? So why don't we just put something in as a first line? And by the way, I'm thinking 12 lines total for the poem, and then we can call it a poem, I guess. But So I am thinking now about what Violet's saying. I think it's a good idea. So why don't we start off for a first line with the actual sort of physical surface level, so to speak, part of it. So the actual part about, space and stars and looking into space and stuff. So we can maybe have a line like, so I'm thinking, why don't we just put in something like, here, here I stand. This is probably not going to stand up, but a lot of times it helps to just put something in first. You see, here I stand. Okay. Why don't we do this then? I think this will fit the meter. So here I stand staring to space. So that does actually fit the meter. It wouldn't fit so much if it was into as opposed to to. But do we like the... Actually, you know what? Why don't we say, so sort of say it, but without saying it? So in other words, why don't we not use the word space so much? So here I stand. Why don't we just say, here I stand looking above? How's that sound?
Yay.
I mean, it's kind of like, well, I think clear enough, right? So what about a second line? And, a second line wouldn't have to rhyme or anything with a first, so we could kind of just put a second line in as we want it. So we kind of have to build the world, so to speak, a bit, right? Just to communicate to the reader. It's like dark,
Michael,
it's night.
you and me have very different poetry styles already. I can already see.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You are very concrete, and I'm so abstract. So I'm like already like.
Okay.
Just put words together that rhyme. Out of my wheelhouse.
Like for me, I would like if I was like coming at a poem, I would have started like off to the side and like listed a bunch of words I want to incorporate. Right. I would have like listed like gravity, black hole. Like right. I would have started listing like prompt words that I want to incorporate, and then like built the poem out of like the vocabulary.
Yeah,
and, like,
I definitely.
You're building it off of a story where I would have built off of vocabulary. So,
right.
We have like a different style of.
No, but I dig that approach for sure, and
I would love to watch Portia build a poem. Like,
yeah, yeah. Okay,
she's
so
good at this.
Yeah, so we've got
Portia,
here.
Call in.
Here I stand looking above. I kind of like night of something.
So are you want to start at an optimistic point, or do you already like want the person to be like distracted?
Well, let's see how it pans out. Like
Portia's like, me? Why? Because you're a poet.
You definitely are. Yeah, so I like night of something, right? We can fill this in. And then like kind of like a comma, but maybe not a comma needed actually in there. But something like a repetition of um, so it's so what I can see here is if we end with the word dark, this will be a pretty good, a pretty gosh darn good word to rhyme for our fourth line. So I like the word dark. I'll leave that there. It should work. It might not, of course. But now we can put this word in here. So
but what if you did? Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. So because right now you have night of blank, night of dark.
Right. Yeah. And I'm just looking at the chat a bit here.
Wait. Huh?
What if it was new moon night so dark? Because the new moon is no dark. It's complete darkness.
Okay. I think I can incorporate that. So
or it could be starless night so dark.
Right. Right. The other thing
I
is,
like new moon though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I personally preferred that myself. Also, just because if it was a starless night, that would basically mean it was overcast, right? And
yeah, okay.
And Anyway, I do prefer that approach myself. So I think we can write this. So night of no moon, night of dark. How's that sound? We've got some.
Oh, you don't want new moon. You want no moon.
We can go new. We can go no. New moon is more specific. It is actually telling you exactly what's going on. So I do like that more,
Crystal, what do you think?
I'm like, why are there two nights?
That's what I was.
So it's basically like this, right?
Just to be a repetition.
It's like this, right? So we can go ahead and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a second.
To sound like a little chant, kind of.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's write it like this.
Yeah, the comma makes it better because I know what you're getting at now.
Yeah, let's do it like this, huh? Okay, so I think we're doing okay. And I was actually thinking we could write one sort of stanza in each sort of session. We can have our 3 sprints or 3 sessions like
Portia.
that. And,
exactly.
So we're already getting there, Actually, why don't I make sure I keep up with the chat? Yeah, I just found this hilarious. I love you too, Portia. Look at this.
Yeah, I did because it's not a straight vetted because I'm stopping before the end of December. So I'm like, Merry Christmas, Betty Christmas. That's what I'm doing. Bitch.
Okay.
I like it. I think it sounds cute, Crystal.
Thank you.
But yeah, if you don't know the term vetted or like the VED, video every day acronym, then it's
yeah, video every day in and then the month. So
yeah,
VEDF for February and so on.
But I am an agent of chaos, so therefore I can't December do what everybody else does. Out of my wheelhouse.
Well, I hope you're having fun there, Crystal, and maybe you'd like to write a poem after this or something like that,
Yeah, definitely. Sure. That's it's inspiring me.
Yeah. So So now we can already start to think about what rhymes with dark, right? Thinking ahead a little bit, and then we can kind of work it backwards a bit if we need. So what rhymes with dark, huh?
My brain is being piloted by a 4-year-old. My going farts close enough.
Yeah, I also thought of Mark, but
Yeah, mark is a word that I like. I do find it quite poetic. If it's used, in a sort of more poetic way, of course, it can be used in, a number of different ways also. But let's go ahead and see if we can use mark, right? So here I stand looking above, night of new moon, night of dark. So now we can say, why don't we say, just to show that it is a cloudless night, right, and that the stars are out, why don't we kind of make sure that's clear? And I like the um, the repetition of sort of like night of, over and over, but maybe that's just me. Night of clarity, night of, let's see here. We could also maybe use this word, this word here, clearness. That's also another kind of version of clarity, or, you know. But now maybe we can change it up a little bit so it's not sort of as repetitive as the second line. We can say night of clearness to be seen, maybe. Right? It's kind of like a little bit of a play on words, like seeing clearness, where you can't actually see clearness, because if it's actually clearness, you're just seeing through it or whatever, right? You're not actually seeing it, but I kind of like that. I think it's good enough for now. Night. So night of clearness to be seen. And then we have to write a line that ends in mark, right? Now what I'm thinking actually is the constellation Sagittarius, and the archer aiming with his arrow, his bow and arrow, finding his mark, right? The constellation Sagittarius is the constellation also that's pointed for the 12 zodiacs, pointed most to the center of the galaxy also, right? So I think that's kind of looking okay. And Anna, Park, Lark. Yeah. And Felicia, hi. What's up? How are you? Look at this here. I like these two words also. Look at this here.
Yeah, YouTube's drunk, as always.
no, it only feels like we started streaming 10 hours ago.
Well,
Hey, you said it, not me.
So what are we? Oh, just a second.
Oh, Kelly, that's
Kelly,
a great
thank
line.
you. That is nice. I like that line.
So why don't we use this line here? Yeah, so let's just see how we can fit this into the meter. Stars. that.
Why are you ruining it?
Hold on. Let me see if
That was supposed to be my inside voice, but
I think we can start the line with shooting stars. Yeah, we can. We can. It just kind of depends where we go from here.
Make their mark. No.
What about that shooting
Hit the mark.
stars that have their mark?
No,
Hit their
doesn't.
mark.
No,
You don't like have?
no. That does no.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
Uh,
No, it doesn't
No,
have the
just-
effect.
Okay, so shooting stars that.
Get rid of that. That sounds. It doesn't work, Michael.
You
have to
stop
say
trying to
hit.
make that
Have
happen.
to say hit. You have to say hit is a stronger word than that.
So we have shooting stars that hit their mark.
Why do you want the word that? That is not a good word.
This is like the new fetch. I swear to God.
Shooting stars hit their mark. Why can't you just have it say shooting stars hit their mark?
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't that fit?
Uh,
Night of new moon, night of dark. Shooting
it
stars
does.
hit
It does
their
fit.
mark.
Yeah, it does fit.
You don't like it?
I like it.
But
The only thing is that there's no conflict there, right? Like if the stars are just hitting their marks, then it's kind of like the end, right? You know what I mean? Like you want to make something that has like a longing in it.
Yeah, but the line before is night of clearness to be seen. The night is so clear, the shooting stars are hitting their mark.
Okay.
It goes together.
Okay, I hear you. So, yeah, I actually think we can go ahead and get into a second sprint at this point because we've got a good finished first stanza at this point. You know, so
Yeah.
staring into space, here I stand looking above, night of new moon, night of dark, night of clearness to be seen, shooting stars hit their mark. Do we like that?
We don't hate it.
yeah, I cannot turn off my fiction brain, and my fiction brain is different structure than poetry, and
Right.
it's making me twitch. It's fine.
We'll
One
add the
thing-
conflict next time.
One thing, well, I mean, the conflict has the entire poem that it can be made in also, so it doesn't need to be made every line or every which way or anything, you know. So, yeah, I see what you mean now. I wasn't looking so much. I had kind of forgotten about the third line, and so that's my bad. But once I sort of got reminded of that, then the fourth line made more sense to me. But I'm looking at the word looking, and I'm not so sure about this word anymore. It was definitely a good placeholder for like the first line and everything, but do we like the word looking in this context and everything? We could maybe change it to something that was one syllable even. Or you know, well, you know,
Out of my wheelhouse.
There's been a lot of wheelhouses in this stream so far, even. But we'll just leave it. We'll leave it at that and mull it over a bit. And yeah.
Okay. Well.
So I actually do need to, because I can only share one thing at a time, you know. Just a sec here. Yeah, so Okie dokie. Sprint number 2. Good luck, all. And the end of our second sprint. How'd y'all do?
Today's video is exporting.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Hello.
Good work. Hi there. Jabria popped in the sprint. Hi, Jabria. How are you?
Ouch.
Yeah, I kind of got up and walked around, and I finished my cheese and crackers I'd already been nomming on, and yeah, had a bit of water, finished my coffee. That's about it, really. Yeah, actually. Laura, just got a joke from my dad. Lisa ate lunch. That's it. Nice. What did one toilet say to the other? You look flushed.
Wow, 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 wow.
A bona fide dad joke in more ways than one.
Wow, amazing.
Laura, I missed the setup and thought you were just telling Michael he looked flushed. Well, that too, you know. And Laura's dad. This is for you with love from Lisa. Yeah. Oh, let me just share my, well, you know, again. So I was also thinking a bit about our poem, and just a sec here. Voila.
It's also a good bunk line for sure.
Oh, that's a good one, Portia. I like that. And look at this. And look at this. And look at this.
And once
Woo!
again, asking people to do the book club poll.
I think I do that at some point. I keep forgetting.
I don't think you're going to like any of these books anyways, Crystal. So,
Oh, am I off the hook this year?
well, just for the February and March picks, you're off the hook.
Okay, cool.
Because the February picks are pretty soapy YA, which I know is not your thing, and then the March is contemporary YA, which also not maybe your thing.
Gotcha. I am putting the link on another tab though.
Yeah, you can take a look. You can.
Yeah.
There is an option on the poll to click "Not My Thing," so you can also
Woo!
fill it out and click that option.
I appreciate you.
Right. Yeah, so I was looking at our poem a bit, and a couple things stood out to me. So what if I change the word looking to look? Do we like that? Is that okay? The thing
Whatever
is,
you want, Michael.
to look will fill this foot out better than looking will, right? Like this third foot of four.
I have a question, Michael. Do you always write or do your poems in the same like style where you're focused on like the meter and like the
It's kind of hard to say, but basically, yes, I would say so. But I would say the meter itself could change a little bit here or there also.
because
but-
I like always do like real like free form poetry where I don't care if my lines are the same or if they rhyme or anything.
Oh, right.
Well, I care if they rhyme.
So For
I
this
love a good
fourth
false
line,
rhyme.
for this fourth line, do we like? So first of all, maybe I forgot to put in the word there. You can call that a typo. But do we like the addition of the word shall? Shooting stars shall hit their mark.
I don't hate it.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so yeah, stanza number 2. And I was thinking a bit about the arc of the whole poem that we could take. But yeah, we can just write stanza number 2. What do we think? So what if we did something like gosh, what if we even just repeated "Here I stand"?
Okay.
And then kind of go from there. Maybe change it up a bit as
And what's
compared
your
to.
intention with this?
Well, I would say my intention would probably be something like developing the idea towards the thing we were talking about, like staring into space, like in a room, maybe not being able to pay attention.
Yeah, okay, because I was going to say then, like, if our head is in the clouds, then maybe we should focus on the fact that we are actually, like, cemented on the ground right now.
Right. We could do do you want to do that in the second, or do you want to do that in the third? You see, it's kind of
I
two
think we
different
should
ways.
do it in the second, and then like we should be pulled back into the sky in the third. Like
We could do it that way if you like. So here I stand. We could do it that way. There would be clearer lines that way also.
just to say that we're having a hard time staying cemented.
Do we even want to? Do we even want to say something like this? Here I sit, blah blah blah. Or do we want to say stand, or because now it's kind of like you think of looking up at the night sky and you do think standing, right? But when you think about like being unfocused, being in a room, kind of looking at the walls.
No, I like sit because before we were standing and now we've sat down.
Okay,
so that shows that we're regressing.
Okay, so
We've
let's use sit. So here I sit. We could even do something like here I sit within the room. Do we like that? We could say here I sit.
Within.
It could even
within
be
the
something
space.
Like, yeah, we could do that. We could do
because that's like the double meaning like of space, because we're playing with the idea of space and space.
Maybe there can be like stark walls or something, almost like walls, but with no paintings even, or, kind of like just stark walls.
Oh, yeah, since we talked about the night being so dark, we could talk about the walls being so
stark.
Yeah.
Or Yeah, so here I sit within this space. Um, Within this space, I'm just going to kind of put something in here. Uh, I'm thinking that I would like to kind of end this line on this word here, stark. Or actually, no, we've got dark and mark already as a pair in the first, the first stanza. So maybe we could even have the word stark, but not right at the end. So with my 4 walls, stark. We could even just kind of keep it a bit basic and go with something like that. What do we think of that? C would definitely be an easy word to rhyme in the 4th line also.
Well, with my 4 walls stark to see. Well, why are you so obsessed with the word stark? Why don't we just switch out that word, Michael?
We don't have to use the word stark.
Just take a synonym. Take like bare or something. Barren. I don't know.
Would you like the word bear like this?
Or I don't know. Take whatever word you want. Yeah, we can. We're writers. We can switch out the word. Or like, what's another word that what are they? The word. What are the walls to him? Like, they're making him feel trapped. Or like, what's the feeling the walls are bringing?
Yeah.
Stifling. Kind of, like what word? Like.
Well, to answer your question, I would propose this word here.
Yeah, bleak is a good word.
So we've got here I sit within this space with my 4 walls bleak to see. Okay. So we can continue with this idea for the rest of the stanza, So do we want to use here I again? We can not also. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just looking over the. Let's not do that. It's all good either way, but we can mix it up a bit. So here I sit within this space. We could also go my space, but now it's kind of like my space, I guess, even. But with my 4 walls bleak to see. So why don't we say something like in my mind, I'm just looking at this here. What's this here?
In my mind.
Go on.
I'm thinking. I just keep thinking the word. Do we need to rhyme with something in this?
For this line, no, I wouldn't say.
I just keep thinking the word gravity. In the mind, we've lost. I just keep thinking like, yeah, I've lost the gravity. I've lost the grip. My mind is floating away. Like,
Okay, I think we can use the word gravity. So let's see here. In my mind, gravity. Okay.
I mean, we can also go different directions. That was the first thing that came to me, though.
Yeah, we can. Let's just think about this for a second.
Or I also thought orbiting, but then I wouldn't maybe use in my mind, or I would then use
Yeah.
my mind keeps orbiting. But because I'm
Yeah.
thinking of my list of space words to incorporate,
Right.
because that's how my mind. That's what's happening in Violet's mind right now.
Hi, Jess. What's up? How are you?
Also, did Crystal just like AFK on us? Like,
No, I had multitask issues, and then I forgot to come back. It's fine. Everything's fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm just trying to remember what AFK stands for.
Away from keyboard.
Yeah. Okay. So, why don't we can even kind of like make one sentence, I'm thinking, out of lines 3 and 4 together. So what I mean is we could do something like, in my mind, my gravity, and then like is something, something, something.
I would say my thoughts keep orbiting, my mind is losing gravity, or something. I would say something like that, but that doesn't rhyme. That's like Violet's style of writing. That's not Michael's style of writing.
Oh.
See, Michael's like, oh.
It's like, oh dear God, what have I asked for? These people aren't like me.
Michael's like, let's do a collaborative poem, but it has to be my style of poem. Violet's like, I don't know how to do this. And Crystal's like, I don't.
I know this is like this, I'm trying really hard. Don't get me wrong.
If Anne was here, she would be so ruthless.
Yeah, I'm not Anne. I'm very small. I'm a people pleaser, and since this is not something I'm comfortable with, I'm just gonna sit in my chair like the introvert I am, and nod and thumbs up. Okay, this is what you get when you bring the vamptagonist. Except for y'all didn't know this was happening until it happened, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. I like this idea of like orbiting, and now I'm kind of thinking maybe we could use that idea.
We still didn't use Anna and Portia's prompt words yet either.
Well, I thought that was like the actual poem itself and the title.
Oh! I thought we had to incorporate those words into the prompt.
I was with Violet. I'm like, where's Saturn and Bear going to fit into this poem?
Yeah, we're kind of maybe just keeping it kind of more general, or
Michael's gonna just regret doing this poetry stream. Michael's like, I already do.
And I feel it.
Michael's like, a poetry stream will be fun, they said.
Internally screaming, just kind of like,
I don't know. I think it's a heck of a lot of fun so far. This is kind of, well, maybe it's just me, but you know. So anyway, line number 4 should be ending with a word that rhymes with C, which shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so what rhymes with C?
Me would be the easiest.
Me?
Me, yeah.
In my mind, I orbit and. What if we even did something like, in my mind, I orbit round. Well, like the sun is a star. I know we've mentioned stars already, but the sun's also the sun. I don't know. What if we did? What do we think of that? What do we think of that? Maybe we could even do a sun that.
Crystal's face is so funny right now.
The vampire
is it?
was too stunned to speak.
What do we think of that? I mean, it's kind of basic. I think it kind of works. I think. So if maybe it kind of gives vibes like the sun is like some powerful presence or being, and it's a little bit godlike even, but it's kind of like forgetting about us and forsaking us a little bit, something like that.
It seemed like out of left field to me, Michael. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
I would just put Saturn's rings if it was me, and then use Portia's word. Prompt
yeah,
word.
I don't understand where the sun came from, and I can't explain how much it's annoying me that it feels out of nowhere.
It's the thinking part is what doesn't make sense to me, because a sun. I mean, if it's a celestial vibe, so I get that a sun. But like it not thinking of me, it makes it just think like, oh, like that makes us meaningless. I'm like, okay, are we changing the direction of the poem?
Right.
Because that's like opening up a new can of worms. Like,
would you? What if it was something like the sun that does not know me, or something like that? Would that be
Anthropomorphizing the
kind of? Yeah, I guess. I mean, we can just leave it like that.
okay, what about we change the ending word to be instead of me?
Okay.
A sun where I wish to be or something, because I don't know. I still think Saturn's rings sounds better.
Okay.
In my mind,
sure.
I'm orbiting on Saturn's rings I wish to be.
Let's see here. Okay, and so how might the rest of this line look? Let's see here. So, in my mind, I orbit round Saturn's rings. So we could end with B. We could end with something else.
Could do free. Flee, or free.
Yeah.
Would be options.
Right. I mean, it would be. We could even do something like Saturn's rings, and not to flee, like you're trapped there. You're locked in the orbit of the rings, right? Basically.
Or the opposite, you're free. You're finally free. Instead of, fleeing where you are, because he's in the room,
Mm-hmm.
a chance to flee, or you're feeling free.
Right. Yeah.
Michael's
What
like, no.
we
Like
well,
secretly, that's like this. It's like that's every is I feel like is like, yeah, that's a great suggestion, but like, no.
but Violet does bring up the point that the second stanza really isn't supposed to be so astronomical at all, right? Like it's supposed to be sort of taking place in the room, right? But
Saturn's rings, if I could flee. Could I, were I to flee?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm thinking.
Oh, look, people are writing things in chat too, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are writing.
Kelly, I really liked the Saturn's rings. Okay. So let's make it our priority to keep the Saturn's rings idea then, I'd say. Lisa, and Saturn's rings, my three. Mark, hi, how are you? On Saturn's rings, where it's just me for those who want to be alone. Right, right. There's that aspect too. Let's see here. Portia, flip the first, second stanza and see if that helps you look at it. Yeah. I think what we should do is go ahead and get into our third and final sprint. We can mull it over a bit. And I'll also look at the poem a bit in that break myself, or that sprint myself. And then, we can go from there. We're getting there. We're getting there. How's that sound? I see you there. Let's see here.
It's better be a short sprint, Michael, because we're already like...
Okay. What would you like for a sprint time then? If
Well, look at the time.
What about like 8 minutes?
Fair enough. Okay, I will accept it.
8 minutes for a third sprinty sprint. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Good luck, all. Yay, that's the end of our third sprint out, you'll do. Ooh.
Boo.
I published today's video, so it is now out, and talked on Discord with Nefrendio.
You've had a pretty productive stream there, Crystal, if I may say.
To be fair, I also started doing this before we went live, so...
I went to the bathroom, I got some water, I ate a piece of cheese, and started watching Crystal's video.
Ah.
I forgot to tag people, so, like, this is me saying I fucking tag all of you and everyone because I forgot to tag people.
Right. Yeah. The good old tagging. I kind of didn't do a whole lot.
It looks like you fixed the whole poem, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I had some water and actually, just to help us along a bit for time, I kind of filled in the rest of the second stanza that we didn't quite have completed. But is that okay? You can. So, here I sit within the space with my four walls bleak to see. Saturn's rings are sweet to gaze, but where I am, they cannot be. So how is that? How do we like that? And we're kind of like in the room, right, for the stanza. Also I was thinking, there's a couple different lines that already exist that we could use again. I myself wouldn't mind reusing pretty much word for word this, our fourth line that we have, like something like that. And let's just see here.
There we go.
So, but yeah, we'll see. So now we can write our first line of our third and final stanza. Maybe if I... any ideas?
Okay.
Well, I'm just typing this like, so, if we had a here I, then we would have a here I at the beginning of every stanza and only at the beginning of every stanza. Do we like that consistency? We don't have to go with that either. What if we even did like, here I am?
I thought about here I go, but then I also thought about here I stare. Here I stare into space. Like the title of the poem also would work. Here I am, here I go, here I stare. Any of those would work as the finale.
Here I stare. I like that. And, it is, as you say.
But we do have space as the start of the second line.
I like Laura's comment.
Let me actually...
we could say in the stars.
Yeah. So look at this here. So, Laura, Saturn's rings run round my mind, gobbling up memory, gobbling up time. If only space hypnotized for the betterment of mankind.
Ooh,
nice.
Hypnotized. I love that word.
Nice, very nice. And Laura, this is for you with love from Crystal. Lisa, much better in my opinion. Portia, my screen just did a weird thing, so you all look different. Oh, I hope I look better. Portia. You know, wouldn't be hard, right? So here I lay.
Oh, here I lay is good as well. I like that.
I like Laura's comment.
Yeah. Do we want to do here I stare or here I lay, or what's the
Or we could also kind of use, like, in a way what Portia said, start the poem with here I sit and then go here I stand, and then we could go here I jump. We could do the opposite. We could start low and get high, or we could start high and get low.
Right. Personally, I like stare because I like the way it connects also with the title.
Okay, but then we need to change the second line if we want to actually use space, because the second line has space.
Right.
Or we can't say space in this one, then we would have to say sky or stars.
I think we can just avoid the word space for this.
Okay,
line,
then what if we say, like, here I stare lost in stars or something?
Lost in stars. Let's put that in. What about
Michael's like, no, don't like it. Immediately no. Portia, I like the lang. That should have been worded differently.
What kind of a stream is this, actually?
I understood what Violet was saying.
Okay, let's
Because, like, what is the conclusion of the poem? That we're breaking out of the daydream, or we're embracing the daydream? Because if we're embracing the daydream, then, like, let's lose it. Come on.
So Pisces is a fish, right? I'm sure I've got that right.
But yes. Right? Yeah.
Where are you going with this? Uh-oh.
Huh?
Oh, no.
What is happening? Somebody...
Michael, can you just speak your thoughts out loud before you start typing?
Sure. So I'm thinking about kind of filling in the second line sort of with constellations. And I'm thinking of ending the line with fish, possibly, quite possibly. And then with the fourth line, I would end that with wish, because you see how shooting stars.
Okay, so I see what you're saying, so that you could also use bear.
Yeah, so basically, that's right. Also, I could use.
That's right. Okay, so you had it planned.
I didn't think of that. That's great thinking. I could use
big
like
bear, little bear, crab, and fish.
Yeah. And so, if we were doing that, then shooting stars shall hit their mark would be our third line. You see.
Shooting stars hit their mark and grant your wish.
Yeah, something like that. So here I stare, lost in stars. I'm thinking that because we're kind of using the word stars a lot, we could maybe change the stars here.
Where else did we use stars? Shooting stars, shooting stars.
It's twice.
That's not a lot. I mean,
you're using night more than you're using stars, love.
Yeah.
Oh, but if we're lost in stars and then naming all the constellations,
Yeah.
lost in signs, but then that's not really that helpful.
What would maybe be another word for
Stars.
maybe another word for stars would be stars, right? I mean,
Oh, suns is a different word for stars.
that's true. Yeah. What about this? What do you think of that? Shoot it down if you don't like it.
But we already used above. That's the first line in the first line here. I see and look above.
Yeah, but it just seems to me like if we used above here and we reused it, it would be more deliberate than reusing stars. But that's just
Here I stand to look above. Here I stare, lost above.
We could even fill out the meter with this word here. It's just let's see here.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Do
but I'm
you-
not sure how to fix it, so
well, there's the word also heaven, referring to like the night sky or the heavens, something like that, maybe.
I'm thinking about it, okay?
Yeah, let's think about this, end of this first line here. So let's fill in the second line with like constellations, huh? So what do we like? So there's
I already gave it to you. I said big bear, little bear.
Yeah, but he apparently doesn't want to use the prompt words. The prompt words were just for the theme.
Big bear, little bear, crab, and fish. Shooting stars. Is that the wrong syllables for the meter?
No, it's not. It's good. A big bear, small bear.
Little bear, not small, little.
Oops. I've got.
Michael just has
Seriously.
to then not take my suggestion. He always has to change it a little bit.
I think it's
No,
kind of just happening throughout now at this point.
He already got Saturn's rings are sweet to gaze, but where I am, they cannot be. He got that whole line. Well, I did put Saturn's rings, but Kelly co-signed that.
Woo.
Do we want to take away the like
I
this?
didn't say I just said
Yeah.
big bear, little
Oh.
bear. You
Okay.
added that.
Big bear, little bear, crab, and fish, right?
Mhm.
Crab. Actually. So,
There goes a shooting star. Let's make a wish. Done.
does this make sense though?
What do you mean? Does it make
Yeah,
sense?
okay. Yeah, it does. No, I was just thinking about okay, so we are good to write our final line, right?
Yeah, shooting stars shall hit their mark, granting me my wish. Granting my wish. Or however you want to word it. To fit your damned meter. Add as many whatever syllables you need.
Granting us a final wish for this to be over. See, I'm trying to be Anne. It just doesn't feel right.
Just say fuck a lot and then at the end.
Okay, do we want to say that it grants our wish, or do we want to sort of basically end it in a question mark and kind of leave it as a little bit of a kind of gray area of this is the wish, but oh, ... does it really come true, or
Well,
know?
shooting stars grant wishes. That's what if you wish on a shooting star. Don't you know Disney? When you wish upon a star.
Copy that will get you far.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. So shooting stars shall hit their mark.
Meanwhile, Laura is just existing in Cthulhu universe down here.
Oh. Yeah, so let's see here. I mean, if you guys like, so granting me, right? And then we could maybe put in a word here, in before wish.
Oh.
Granting me my final wish, truest wish. What do you think, Violet?
I'm just thinking of only troll things. I only have troll things to say.
Throw out the troll things. It's funny as hell.
My nuttiest wish. My
There
nut
you
wish.
go. Keep it on brand.
Granting me my nutty wish.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I can think of. That's all I got. If you need an extra syllable in a poem, Michael, just put in the word nut.
That's, yeah, I mean, that should be pretty much a rule, I think.
Make the chat do it. Granting me my cosmic wish. How many syllables do we need? Just one or two?
Well, cosmic would work for the meter, yeah.
What's another good astrological word?
Yeah.
Granting me my... Sorry, I'm just thinking... I'm getting bleak again. Good enough. Let's read out the poem. Do we need to edit it? Do we need any changes, or do we think it's good?
I wasn't thinking of editing it or anything. I was thinking it could just be like the poem for the stream,
Okay, great. Let's read it and call it a stream.
Okay. We can do. Let me see. Hopefully I can
Read?
get it all in one.
Oh. That's what Anne would
Okay.
say. I'm channeling Diane.
Yeah, I'm bad at it. Somebody has to.
So would someone like to read this out?
Nope.
Or should I read it out? Okay. So, staring into space, here I stand to look above, night of new moon, night of dark, night of clearness to be seen, shooting stars shall hit their mark. Here I sit within this space, with my four walls bleak to see. Saturn's rings are sweet to gaze, but where I am they cannot be. Here I stare as lost above, big bear, little bear, crab, and fish. Shooting stars shall hit their mark, granting me my cosmic wish.
Roll the coconuts.
Will do. Sure. Sure, indeed. Yeah.